Hello everyone. Welcome back to this channel. On this occasion, we're once again going to discuss several leaks that I've managed to find and that I think are quite interesting to talk about. As usual, this information comes from sources that are considered fairly credible. But before we get into the discussion, running out of stellar jade in Honkai starrail? Don't worry, there's a more budget-friendly solution. Now you can top up in-game safely, quickly, and at a lower price through U7 Buy. And it's not just Honkai starrail, other games are available too, all in one place. Still not sure? No problem. You can check U7 Buy's reviews directly on Trustpilot, so it's transparent and trustworthy. For comparison, 80 oniric shards cost around $100 in the official store, but on U7 Buy, it's much cheaper. The process is also instant. Just select your server, enter your UID, and the balance is delivered straight to your account, no hassle. Don't forget to use code BOOM for a 5% discount. And if you spend $80 per month on U7 Buy, you can even get the Express Supply Pass for just 1 cent. Yeah, it's basically free. Click the link in my description or pinned comment to visit U7 Buy. Alright, now let's get into the main topic. In this video, our discussion will focus on the character roadmap planned for upcoming versions, starting from version 4.1 up to version 4.5. This discussion is very interesting and may help you get a picture of several characters that will arrive in the future. Of course, the information we will present this time comes from quite credible sources, namely Anon Leaks and Yubacha. Okay, let's start the discussion from the earliest version that we will review, which is version 4.1. Based on official drip marketing released by Hoyoverse, version 4.1 will feature one new character who becomes the main focus of that patch. That character is named Ashvale, who will be a character with the hunt path and lightning element. The gameplay mechanism brought by Ashvale focuses on follow-up attacks, which adds variety to team formation strategies. It's important to note that in version 4.1, we will only receive one new character and several reruns, which means the gacha banner will focus entirely on Ashvale throughout the entire version 4.1 period. Next, we move to version 4.2, which is one of the most anticipated patches in the Honkai starrail update cycle. Version 4.2 is marked as the anniversary patch, a special moment that always becomes the main attention of the entire player community. As is widely known, version 4.2 will bring two new characters that become the center of attention. The first character is Silverwolf SP, who is the anniversary main push character. The second character is Evanescia, who will also appear in the same patch. According to an old post from Anon Leaks, the banner distribution for these two characters has been clearly determined. The upper banner or first half will be filled by Silverwolf SP, while the lower banner or second half will be the place where Evanescia appears. Both of these characters are categorized as main DPS or main damage dealers, which means they will be the biggest damage dealers in a team. For more detailed information regarding preset team compositions that can support the performance of these two main DPS, we have discussed them in two separate videos that discuss each of their teams. So, for those of you who don't know and are curious to find out the best characters that can synergize with both of them, I highly recommend watching both videos to gain a deeper understanding. Next is version 4.3. In this version, we will once again be presented with two new characters ready to enrich the player roster. According to information shared by Sakura Haven, version 4.3 will feature a new sustained character from the Preservation Path, as well as a new character from the Erudition Path. And when we look at the information shared by Yubacha, the identities of these two characters become clearer. The sustained character from the Preservation Path is Pearl, who brings an enhanced basic attack mechanism. Meanwhile, the character from the Erudition Path is Blade SP, which is a new variant of the existing Blade character. However, Anon Leaks once stated that the circulating information regarding version 4.3 is inaccurate or fake. According to his admission, what he knows about version 4.3 is different from what was conveyed by Sakura Haven and Yubacha. Not only that, there are rumors that Loretta will be released in version 4.3. However, information about Loretta is still very limited and is likely fake. Even credible sources like Sakura Haven or Seal Leaks never mention Loretta. Next we move to version 4.4. Based on an old post from Anon Leaks, only one character is currently known to be coming in that patch. The only character whose existence has been confirmed is Himiko SP, a special version of the Himiko character that has long been introduced. There are two possibilities that can be interpreted from this information. First, Anon Leaks may have only just learned about that one character, or second, there is indeed only one character planned for release in version 4.4, similar to Ash Vale, who was released alone in version 4.1. What's interesting about Himiko SP is her status as the second main push character after Silverwolf SP in version 4.2 in the 4.x patch cycle. This status indicates that Himiko SP will receive special treatment and should make her one of the quite strong and meta characters. And finally, we arrive at version 4.5, which is also an interesting discussion. Because based on information from an old Anon Leaks post, in this version, there are two characters known to be released. And the identities of these two characters might surprise you, considering the minimal discussion about them in current leak circulation. These two characters are Robin SP and Aventurin SP. Yes, you heard that right. Both SP variants of these characters will appear and be released in version 4.5. As we know, Robin SP and Aventurin SP are names that are rarely heard in leak discussions, which makes this information increasingly interesting to discuss. As we have known together, Anon Leaks has a very high level of information accuracy, so the credibility of this information is quite accountable. However, there is an important note that must be considered. This information was actually published by Anon Leaks on December 8 last year, which means quite a long time has passed since that upload, approximately about 3 months ago. In that context, there is a high possibility that this information has been updated or even totally changed from the original plan. Thus is the complete roadmap of characters planned to arrive from version 4.1 to 4.5, starting from Ash Vale to Aventurin SP, which closes our discussion. And perhaps, this roadmap looks different from what you already know. However, at least the source of this discussion is Anon and Yubacha, so perhaps it can add credibility to this roadmap. Looking at the lineup of characters we discussed earlier, which character is your main target to pull? Of course, personally I will pull Silverwolf SP and Himiko SP, considering that they are both main push characters in the 4.x patches. Alright, that concludes our discussion for this time. What are your thoughts on these latest leaks? Feel free to share your opinions in the comment section. Don't forget to also spread this information to fellow Honkai Star Rail players who may also be interested in Honkai Star Rail information developments. Your support in the form of likes and subscriptions is very meaningful for the continuity of this channel, ensuring that you won't miss the latest information in the future. See you in the next discussion, and thank you for your attention.